I forgot to press record. What are you looking at? Okay. This is my second try of making this video. I think I'm gonna lose my mind. There are gonna be people in white suits running up behind me, pulling me out of this apartment and taking me straight to Arkham Asylum. Yeah, first of all, how are you doing, man? I still want an intro for this video. Okay, so I'm just gonna like greet you real quick. Hope you're doing good. This is week 25 of the series Making Beats Until I Make It. Yeah, I have not yet made it. I have two type beat channels at the moment. I think I said it in the last video. We have this one, which is for West Coast stuff, and then we have the other one, which is pretty new for new jazz stuff. And this one is doing its thing, like it's a very new channel. It has like 20 uploads or something. 19. Nothing crazy going on here. The other channel though, the West Coast channel that I've been, feeding with uploads every single day since the beginning of the year, is doing very bad numbers. Like the new type beat channel made exactly as much views as this one in the last 48 hours. So something has to be wrong, because this one has over 600 subscribers and the other one has 8. I thought about what went wrong. I can't really think of anything. I think there was this period of time where I made a lot of West Coast X New Jazz type of stuff, and the channel started doing very badly during that time. Now I've started to make Shoreline Mafia type beats again, and the channel is still doing really bad. So I think what's going on is I'm kind of confusing the algorithm. Maybe, I don't know. It could also be the thumbnails. I looked at the thumbnails that I used these last few weeks and they're all pretty dark. Maybe that's not too good, actually. So I tried to use more colorful ones in the last 2 uploads. Yeah, I might be tripping. I don't know. I'm just gonna try out different things. Yeah, for this video, we're just gonna make a West Coast X New Jazz type of beat, because I think I found a soft spot in my heart for new jazz. It feels so natural to me to make these beats because the sounds are kind of weird and I like that. So I laid down this E-piano pattern. It's pretty basic. As you see, it's just the basic West Coast chord, as you can see, broken out a little bit. And I pitched this one up. And this is the 4 of the scale, also just the basic West Coast chord. And then I pitched this one down and this one up. Pretty basic stuff. These are the effects. I'm gonna let you listen to it without the effects real quick. Also pretty nice, but it's a little bit muddy. Like I think it would clash with the bass, so I cut out some of the lows. I did also cut out some of the highs to leave space for lead patterns or stuff like that. A compressor to get rid of the spikes in loudness. Also an imager, which is a free plugin to make the sound more wide. Then we have Black Hole, and I was just starting to explain to you why this plugin is really great. And then I realized I'm not recording the screen. This plugin, I bought it on Plugin Boutique because it was on sale. If it's still on sale, I'm gonna link it in the description below. And it's very fire because it has this freeze function. And what that does is you can basically make a preset you like, then click on the freeze function. You play around with some of the knobs, like the gravity one. And then you see you have this blue range of settings right here that can be adjusted by just playing around with this fader. And if you do it with a lot of different knobs here, you can make infinite amount of presets by just playing around with this fader. So to me, it's worth buying this plugin. I think the sound is pretty great. What I don't like about it is that there's no decay setting. At least I have not found it yet. Maybe it's within the size knob. I think I'm gonna layer this with a piano. Oh, maybe I'm gonna use Labs for the soft piano. I haven't used that in a while. I've really had a creative high these last few weeks. I have not had beat block in like 1.5 weeks, which is crazy in my case, because I suffer a lot from beat block. Yeah, and I think a big part of that is I stopped comparing myself. I'm doing more of what I feel like making, and that made it way easier for me to make beats. So if you also suffer from beat block, it might be because you're comparing yourself too much. Like comparing your tracks to other producers' tracks can help a lot to get your sound in the right direction. But if you do it too much, you will just end up feeling, like a bad producer. And I kind of lost where I'm going with this. Let me think about it. Yeah, let's filter out the lows of this sound. I want this beat to be a little bit more open because I feel like my beats are generally good. I think I'm confident enough to say that, but I think they are a little bit on the fuller side. And if I try to keep it a little bit more simple, I can add more layers, which I really enjoy. I like to have different sounds in my melodies. But if all the layers are too cluttered, like if they are too full, then there are too many ideas in the beat and that will hold it back, you know, because you can't listen to all the layers. That's not how your brain works. You can focus on like 2 or 3 or 4 different sounds. I don't know how I came up with that number, but yeah, if there are a few different elements here and there, that's doable for the listener, you know? I'm gonna use Synology for a lead sound. Oh, that's hard. I don't know which one I like more. Let's edit it a little bit. I'm gonna use the parametric EQ. Haven't used it in a while. This is the first beat in which I used this equalizer in a long time. I don't know, sometimes using a different user interface just makes me do different stuff. So I like to switch it up every once in a while. I'm gonna use the same delay preset. That's nasty. A little bit less mix. Damn, yeah, that's nice. Okay, let me... Sometimes I like to stop for a second and think about which plugin I could use. Expand, maybe. Because otherwise, if I'm just going through the process of making a beat without using my brain, I'm just using Synology, because Synology has every sound that I need. Yeah, but sometimes you want to use something different, and that's when I, like, take my time with it. That could be a nice ear candy layer. That's not too nice though. Why does that sound so different? Maybe I'm gonna use another sound for the second half of the loop. So I'm gonna clone expand. That's nice. I think that's the one. We're gonna edit both of these in the same mixer track to make them sound more like one. I do this in a lot of my videos. You've probably already seen me do that quite a lot. Yeah, I think I like that more. I don't know, I feel like putting delay on that as well. Let's pan it a little bit though. I think I'm just gonna go to splice. Because I want a vocal to add more to the vibe of this. I've been adding a lot of like reggaeton or Latin American vocals. I don't know what it is. It sounds kind of fire with the new jazz stuff. So why not, man? Let's use it. It's fire. I like it. Now I'm gonna add a lead pattern for the hooks of the beat, and I think that's it. Sounds interesting to me, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go to simple, go to mono now. I wanna reduce the sample rate. Ooh. Yeah, I think that does it. I'm gonna add a bass to this, and I'm gonna actually use Synology because I don't know where else to go for a decent electric bass. Decent. very decent if you ask me. Not gonna put any effects on that. I wanted to sound like pretty organic in a way, even though I have no idea what a electric bass sounds like. Like sometimes I listen to professional producers like Cody or no, it's not Cody. Why does every single YouTube producer why does every single famous YouTube producer have these weird ass names? Xivi. What's he called, man? I like his videos, I watch them. But what's he called? Xivi, KV. Yeah, but I saw him talk about you can't get away with using VST guitars. And I'm like, yeah, man, he's so right about that. But then I use an electric guitar from Synology, and I honestly don't know what he's talking about, because to me it sounds fire. But yeah, I think he probably knows better than me. Okay, let's put down the drums, man. Woo, 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 woo. Let's get some kind of wiki in here. Because we're going for the Spanish theme, or like the Latin America theme, we could use some kind of bongo sound. I feel like I'm being racist, but I don't even know why. It might be because I have no idea if Latin American music contains bongos. It seems like a exotic sound to me, and South America is kind of exotic to me, so take that, man. Just a very basic pattern. Yeah, I think all this needs now is an 808. Oh no, hi-hats. Okay, let's copy all that over and add an 808. And then I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah! Might be too much. I'm trying to think about the artist. Oh yeah, oh no, that's crazy. It looks very full to me. I don't know, I think I'm gonna keep it as it is. Tell me in the comment section below what you think. Maybe I'm gonna hop on this beat. I could be a great rapper. I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably would make it to the Billboard charts within a week. The release time of the notes is actually more important than you think in the beginning of your beat making journey, because back in the day, it sounds like I'm 50 years old. When I started making beats, it felt to me like only the beginning of the notes is important, but the release time is actually mutually important in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna add some final touches now, off screen. If you wanna listen to the full beat, as I said, check out the description below. It's gonna be linked right at the top of the description. Thank you for staying until the end of this video. It's hella appreciated. If you like this video, consider to like this video by clicking the button, you know. And if you're not yet subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It's free, man. It's completely free. And then you can watch all my other videos. Uploads every Sunday. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. You can check out my Instagram if you want to. It's also linked in the description below. I hope to see you next week. Stay great.